already told you about the water resources in my previous video. We'll be continuing with the water resources now. Okay, so I have asked you about, or I have told you about the water. I told you about the surface waters, like maybe the water which we are receiving from the rivers, lakes, and all are known as the surface water. I also spoke about the groundwater system. Then I asked, why do we have irrigation as important? Because as we are having agriculture as our main occupation, we have to depend upon the irrigation. I told you about the things whatever are needed for irrigation. Then I also spoke about why is there the need for irrigation. For example, variability in the rainfall. Then it is to meet the requirements of the crops. Also, I said about the unequal distribution of the rainfall and so on. Then I just switched on to the means of irrigation. Like I have also already told you all about the wells. And when I spoke to you about the wells, I told you about the lined wells, I told you about the unlined wells, and also I told you about the tube wells. But now, because we are having the competitions, you can see some more good things were done for irrigation, like canals were introduced. When I spoke about the wells, I told you all about the primitive methods of irrigation as well as the modern methods of irrigation. Now I am just going on with the next, it is the canals. So what are the canals? In the beginning, let me tell what are the canal. Canal is nothing but one of the most important source of irrigation in India. Nearly 40% of the total irrigated area is done by the means of canals. So after the well, it is the canals who are supporting us for the agriculture. It is this particular canals are seen almost in the northern parts of India. Why is it? Because the area is very fertile in the northern plains. Then because the soil is very soft enough, the canals can be dug, and because of the low relief area, and also because, as I have already told, we are having two types of rainfall, like perennial rainfall and the seasonal rainfall. And because these northern plains are having the perennial rainfall, the all the rivers that are flowing in the northern plains are full throughout the year. So this particular canals, that is the canals which we are talking about, are seen in the northern plains. When I speak about the canals, there are of two types. One is the perennial canal and the other one is the inundation canal. So when I speak about the perennial canal, this particular canal flows throughout the year because of the perennial rivers, and it is specially seen in the northern plains. Now when I speak about inundation canals, so these particular canals are taking or are drawing the water directly from the rivers. So during the rainy season, we'll be having enough water and the things can be supplied properly. But during the summer season, the water is not available in the rivers. So it will be a problem during the summer season in the Deccan plateaus, because here what happens, the Deccan plateaus are very hard enough. It is very hard. The canals cannot be dug here. So this particular region, that is the Deccan plateau area, will not be enough for the perennial canals. So when I'm speaking about the inundation canals, we can just talk about the Indira Gandhi canal, which has helped Rajasthan to grow almost all the types of crops, because this is the only river, this is the only canal which is supplying the water to Rajasthan. As we say, Egypt is the gift of river Nile. We can say Indira Gandhi is also the gift for Rajasthan. So what are the disadvantages? Now when I am speaking about the inundation, let me tell about the disadvantages of the canals. Disadvantages of the canals. The excessive irrigation and intense agriculture have caused the land degradation. So now each and every person are having the agriculture as their main occupation. So when we are using the land more and more, it is causing to land degradation. The second one is with this particular problems, we are having the water logging caused by excessive irrigation. The water whatever is there in the rivers or in the canals are getting seepage, and because of the poor drainage, these are the disadvantages of the canal irrigation. Now let me speak about the advantages of this canal irrigation. One is it is the cheapest means source of irrigation. Then the second one, as I said, anyone, it is public or the private, people can just go and dig the canals. Now when I say about this indentation canals, about the advantages as well as about the disadvantages, we can also improve this type of canals. How is it? One is we can build the canals in any relationship, public and private relationships. Then the people who are opting for this type of canal system can be given the subsidies from the government. For the poor farmers, subsidies, some sort of help can be given to the poor farmers, so that they are more and more opting for this canal irrigation. Now coming next is the tank irrigation. So it is not possible for everyone to dig the wells, or it is not possible for everyone or every place to have to dig or to have the canals. So people thought, why can't we use the things which are available with us? For the construction, we have the rocks, we have the sands, we have the stones, we have the bricks. So by using those sand, bricks as well as the stones, they started to have the tanks in front of their lands or at houses for using the water. It may be for the household purpose or for the agricultural purpose. So it may vary in size. The tanks may vary in size. So it may be about 5 lakh big to the 50 lakh small tanks irrigating over 31 lakh hectare of the agricultural land. So along with this, the other things are also there. This I'll be talking in my next class. Along with this, I'll be going on with the rainwater harvesting also. So today whatever we have learned, just keep it in your mind about the wells, the types of wells, advantages and disadvantages of wells, then also what are canals, what are the types of canals, then what are the advantages and the disadvantages of the canals, and then how can we improve the canals for irrigation. Keep in mind all these concepts, then we will be just going on further remaining part in my next class. Till then, take care. Bye.